So here I'm going to show a few clips that demonstrate the frankly unforgivably bad AI that is basically ruining FIFA 21 career mode. The problems are twofold. Midfielders don't track back, and defenders don't step up, leading to the most dangerous area of the entire pitch being largely undefended. All of these clips are on ultimate difficulty. So let's roll this clip back and see what I mean. In this first clip, the computer is working the ball around on a 2v1. Why? Well, because my left winger made no attempt to track back and mark his man. Even as the ball moves back in towards his zone, he makes no move into defense, despite the tactics being set for him to help. The computer exploits the overload and cuts the ball back to another unmarked man, because again, the rest of my midfield make no effort to track their men into the box. What's worse is another of the computer's midfielders is going to join the action, ending up in a 5v3 situation, and of course, the ball ends up in the back of the net. This lack of adequate AI cuts both ways. Here, I take the ball off the computer's winger and drop it in safely to my left back. The defender now advances the ball upfield with no one stepping up to impede him. For a moment, it looks like this midfielder is going to do the right thing, but he just as quickly backpedals into space, while the winger trails the play at a leisurely walk. The left back finally drops the ball into the striker, and with two defenders available, no one steps to him in a timely manner. My untracked midfielder is allowed to run uncontested into the box, a little layoff, and another goal. Now in this clip we have another example of just how bad these mismatches can get all over the field. A 2v2 becomes overloaded into a 3v2 because again the winger won't track back, even when they are practically standing next to each other when the move begins. The ball carrier retreats right into the zone of the midfielder, who is otherwise doing nothing, but the player still won't make a step towards or pressure or challenge. Ball is crossed into another mismatch on the other side with two unmarked players because across the entire midfield five, no one has managed to recognize that they have a defensive responsibility. It's only a decent save that thwarts an all-too-easy goal-scoring opportunity. So, thinking the problem is maybe it's just Irish Premier League players who lack all footballing reason, I load up Spurs vs Chelsea, and it's more of the same. Ball moves into the striker's feet, Harry Kane, one of the most dangerous players in the world, and neither defender makes a move to step up and pressure him. Having all day to pick his pass, he will. You can see the Chelsea man in good position to follow Sissoko's run, but he abandons him as soon as he moves into the attacking third, and an on-rushing and unmarked Sissoko strolls into the box for the score. So here's another example of a midfielder who's in seemingly perfect position to do something, but chooses instead to do nothing. You can't even really call this a matador defense because that at least requires swinging your arms as you let the player walk by. Just no pressure in front or behind the midfielders all day to pick his entry pass, a little spin, and a score. It's not always bad. There are times where the midfielders actually do their job and track back, and that's almost what makes the times where they don't that much more frustrating. So let's roll this clip back and show you exactly what I mean. I get the ball, the midfielder's tracking, I have to put in a nice through ball, closes down the space, I only have just enough time to get that shot off. And that's a goal I can feel proud of, not one where I'm just exploiting the AI, which is basically what we're going to see here. Because that's essentially what's happening in this clip. No defender stepping up, no midfielder tracking back, and it really starts making me wonder, how badly can I break this game? How much time can I spend living rent-free in the most dangerous part of the pitch? So we run it back and investigate just how laughably bad this can get. It's understandable that in the middle third, numbers may dictate you might not want to overcommit to a challenge, stretch your defense out of shape. This is all well and good. This is fine. But once that ball starts to advance, something needs to happen. And well, what we see is quite the opposite. Hey there, little guy. Little fella. You going to step up? No? Oh, boy. Not even? No. Okay. Oh, hey, there you go. All right. Maybe we're going to get some pressure. Yeah? How about let's try this again? Anything? No? More the same? Yeah. Alright, let's just cue the music on this.